Hi, hello everyone. Welcome and thank you for dialing in for our webinar today. My name is Patrick de Bruin and I will do this webinar with my colleague Brian Hollenbach. As you know, we create smart digital building solutions with our PADS4 platform, and we will always try to evolve our smart digital platform as well. First, I will tell you what we're going to speak about. The title of this webinar is Something Big is Coming, but we are also very proud to announce something new, but that's for later on. So what can you expect for today? Of course, we will start with the introduction of ourselves. We will tell you everything about new releases for the platform, something about Visitor Management, of course. There are also new features to share, and we will do a special announcement. We will end this webinar with a Q&A, the question and answer session. So each speaker will have the floor for about 10 minutes, and we'll conduct a short Q&A at the end of this webinar. If you have any questions during this webinar, please type them into the chat window or address them during the Q&A or afterwards. By the end of this webinar, we hope you feel more comfortable and confident about visitor management and everything else we told you. We are very passionate about our new model Visitor Management and have many exciting stories and learnings to share here today. And of course, our goal is to tell you everything else that we can share with you. So let's introduce ourselves. We are your speakers for today. It's Brian Hollenbach and Patrick de Bruin, but Brian Hollenbach will introduce himself, of course. I will give the floor to Brian.
Thanks, Patrick. Good afternoon, esteemed guests and partners. It is with great pleasure that we could host you today at the PADS4 webinar event for release version 2022.2. I'm Brian Hollenbach, Chief Operating Officer at NDS, the manufacturer of the PADS4 platform. Together with our amazing team, we have released PADS4 version 2022.2 to the world. With this release comes amazing enhancements to the product, new features, and an all-new module that has been added to the PADS4 platform. Therefore, we proudly present the PADS4 Visitor Management. But first, Patrick will introduce himself.
Thank you for that, Brian. So as many people perhaps already know, I am Patrick de Bruin and I'm working at NDS as a marketing manager since January the 1st this year. I'm having more than 10 years of experience in the marketing and especially in the business-to-business branch. But much more important, let's start with the webinar. The floor is all yours, Brian.
Thank you, Patrick. Visitor management is any process that helps an organization keep track of its guests and visitors visiting the location. The PADS4 module goes beyond just meeting and greeting visitors entering the reception area of a company or smart building. It also improves the security of buildings, facilities, and employees, as well as the overall experience of visitors. The newly launched and very user-friendly Visitor Management module offers all the benefits to improve the visiting process and seamlessly integrates with the PADS4 platform. The PADS4 Visitor Management module is a logical combination in addition to the PADS4 modules we have in our PADS4 platform. So to provide some of our highlights of our Visitor Management module, it is an efficient background operation. It provides a warm welcome to the visitors. Check in your visitors fast and easy and safely. Hosts are notified when guests arrive. Meeting rooms are found efficiently. And it provides a clear visitor management policy. Now let's go over the look and feel. The PADS4 Visitor Management module has a PADS4 Visitor Management dashboard. This dashboard allows users to capture the visitor's information such as the purpose of their visit, their basic information, and contact details. They are then also able to specify the date and time that the visitors will be present in your building. From there, an invite will be sent to the user/visitor, which will include an accept or reject button that allows them to say whether they will be accepting the meeting or not. Once they accept the meeting, they will receive an email with a QR code and PIN. The visitor then can approach the building, and into the entrance lobby, they will find the PADS4 Visitor Management kiosk. With this kiosk, they can input either the PIN that has been received in the email or showcase the QR code. Once they've registered that they are there, they will be shown either the terms and conditions which they can accept, or they can be shown things such as HR information or disclaimers when visiting the building. They can also edit the information such as their name or any information that might be incorrect. Once they've done so, they have been successfully checked in, and the host will be notified that the visitor is waiting for them in the lobby. From there, you can choose either then to check them out as a receptionist once you notice that the user / visitor has left the building, or the host can then register that the visitor has now checked out. Once this is completed, you will notice that in the dashboard, you will have a general overview of all the visitors in the building. This will show historic and live data to which you can then grab data for either your security management staff, your building managers, or any management that might be interested in this data. Now let's take you through a little bit of the flow for the visitor management. You have the visitor management dashboard. You've got the PADS4 workspace component that plugs into that, allowing for seamless integration into the PADS4 modules. The meeting room booking can be done through Workspace as well. We make use of the QR functionality for a non-touch system. You can either make use then of that QR code or a PIN, depending on your preferences. We have the visitor management kiosk, and we have the alert the host functionality. And finally, you have the alert dashboard, which will then show you what is going on with the reporting of your building. That was just a preview of the new visitor management module, and we hope you liked it. The market of smart office buildings are searching for new ways of working and hosting their visitors. With the PADS4 Visitor Management module, we can optimize the whole workflow of the smart digital building for the employee, but now also your visitors. In that way, we can better enhance the visitors and users' experience. This makes the process smooth, easy, and quicker for the visitor to access the building. Also, with our module, you can increase the security of the smart digital building. So what are the benefits of PADS4 Visitor Management module? The Visitor Management module allows for total control of the visitor management process. You're able to get reporting on all your visitors to your building, improving your security. You're also able to enhance the visitor's experience, as well as provide analytics on who has been in your building with metrics that allow you to have a complete overview of what is going on in the building at any given time. These are just some few benefits of the PADS4 Visitor Management module, and we hope this provides a very powerful solution to the PADS4 offering. Now, some of the advantages of the PADS4 Visitor Management module are: you decrease the number of people waiting in the lobby or reception area of the building, allowing for a more pleasant environment for your guests, as well as providing an efficient communication to the users that your guests have arrived. You have more control of the people in the building, who is in the building, and for what reason. You have more knowledge of the people in the lobby and smart digital building at any given time with the data that PADS4 Visitor Management module provides you. That you can see how many people have visited your building at any given time, historically and live, as well as pulling in data of how many times have they actually visited the building and how long do they generally stay. Some additional points is we optimize the whole workflow of the smart digital building for the employee and the visitor. You make the process smoother, easier, and quicker for the user to access the building. The self-registration kiosk allows new visitors to check in as soon as they arrive, reducing contact and waiting times at the front desk. Check-in and check-out kiosk, guest pre-registration, and QR code generation system with the legal and mandatory video workflow, and switch to digital signage when not in use. Badge printer integration, and a few others are just some of the highlights of the improved user experience that PADS4 Visitor Management module provides. So with all the knowledge of who, why, and how many times people are in the building, you increase naturally the security of the building. Our software can be integrated with access control gates, as well as NFC, which makes it possible through the software for contactless check-in and check-out of your visitors and guests. Visitors and guests can have printed ID badges so that they are recognized and visible in the smart digital building. Now that you've gotten a short introduction to the new module, we would gladly invite you to contact a member of our sales team who will be able to provide you with a more in-depth demo and additional information.
For our participants, if you have any questions, please do just let us know in the chat function of the webinar, where our team will answer your questions, or feel free to contact us via email. So Now, Brian, I believe we have a lot of more to offer with this new release, right? Would you mind walking everyone through some of the new features and the enhancements of the PADS4 platform?
Gladly. With this new release, we have also added some new functionality and we've thrown in a few new enhancements. Let's start with the control center. We've added functionality to make use of keyboard shortcuts while navigating the content library in the PADS4 control center. These are all the normal shortcuts that you are used to, such as Control-C for copying files and Control-V for pasting them. This is just a small user experience enhancement that we believe will be greatly appreciated by the content designers making use of the PADS4 platform. In addition to this, we have also officially certified the Immersive Solstice Pod and the ProDVX APB-C 4200 devices as PADS4 viewers. This means that the devices will have improved support from our product and expands the offering of our certified devices. Lastly, we have also added the capability of SSO with NFC for our PADS4 Workspace module. This allows users to use NFC cards to register or confirm meetings straight on the displays without the need of inputting their username and passwords, making the module more efficient and saving the users time. Of course, in the next release, we can expect to see a lot more features and enhancements to the PADS4 platform as we evolve as a software.
Lastly, I would love to take a quick moment to ask you about some of the bug fixes added to the release. I know that software development can be complicated, which can lead to bugs in the platform. So I would love to hear some from you on some of the bug fixes added to this release.
Yes, exactly. We all know that the development process is not always straightforward, especially since we're creating things that have never existed. This creates unknowns and in some cases bugs present themselves. For this release, we have resolved some video playback issues found on the BrightSign XD234 devices. We also enhanced the closed content environment and we have removed some security issues with the PADS4 platform. For more information on these, please do go take a look at our release notes as they provide excellent details on what has been done for the new releases. Oh, and one more thing. Introducing the PADS4 Workspace mobile application. This new application is available for both iOS and Android. The application allows users of the PADS4 Workspace module to easily book rooms, meeting spaces, and hot desks from the comfort of their mobile devices. This new application will allow a multitude of users to be able to use the PADS4 platform without having to use a laptop or a desktop PC. This allows the users to work on the go and easily manage their bookings from the comfort of their own home before they even arrive to the building. The user interface is the classic user interface that you all well know, and this allows for easy adoption of the application within your environment. We're very proud to announce this new application, and we can't wait for you to get your hands on it and use it for yourselves. And with that, that's all from my side, and I'll hand you over back to Patrick.
Thank you, Brian. That's very good news. So for now, the only part that has been left is the Q&A, the questions and answer session. If you have any question, please do not hesitate and just let us know. We are willing to answer them. So for now, we would like to thank you for watching and participating in this webinar and would like to see you again the next webinar. We wish you a good day. Bye.